Hi guys, welcome to today. In this video I'll be showing you how to take all of this and make into this. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. 8 pounds of onions. I have cut them into approximately 1/16 of an inch thick. I've not cut them finely just because when I make like vegetable stir fry dishes, I want to be able to see the onions. As for the other dishes like the meat curry dishes, I'm just going to blend the paste. That way I won't have any onions swimming around in the end product. Then you're gonna need 4.5 pounds of tomatoes, so approximately half of the onions. I've peeled them just so that they cook more quicker and easily, and I've cut them into approximately 2-inch cubes. Then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of my homemade ginger garlic paste. You can buy it at the store if you'd like, but if you want to make it at home like me, I'll link to the recipe down in my description box below, or you can click on the eye on the top of the screen. And you're just going to need some oil. Half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of coriander, and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. I like my food pretty spicy, so I've decided to add 1 tablespoon. You can reduce it if you'd like, and just some salt to taste. So in a large pot on medium heat, bring some oil to temperature. The amount of oil you use will depend on how many pounds of onions and tomatoes you are going to be using. For 8 pounds of onions, I'm using approximately 3 tablespoons of oil. So once the oil comes up to temperature, add the onions. I have not been able to add all of them. You can see there's still like a little less than half left here. I'm just waiting for the onions to cook down a little bit. You have to just keep in mind to keep cooking this on medium heat, not on high heat. Otherwise you're going to burn the onions before they get a chance to soften up and become translucent. So leave it on medium heat. I added some salt just so the onions can cook down a little bit faster. So once all the onions have become translucent and they have softened, I'll be back to show you what to do next. So as you can see, the onions have cooked down quite a bit. I should have said to wait for the onions to caramelize, because this is basically caramelized onion. Just bear with me, it's just my second cooking video, so I'm just still trying to understand terminology and basically how to explain it. So now I'm just waiting for all this liquid to evaporate. I haven't added any additional water or any liquid. This is just all the liquid from the onions. So just gonna give it a few more minutes. So it has already been an hour. Yes, it takes a long time, but again, don't raise the heat too high, otherwise it will burn all this, and you don't want to be cutting 8 pounds of onions all over again. So give it a few more minutes, maybe like half an hour, before you add in any of the other ingredients, and I'll show you what it looks like once everything dries up. So here you can see the onions have caramelized quite nicely, and all the water has evaporated. The ones that were stuck at the bottom, like this one, is not burnt. It just got stuck, and then it's fine. It doesn't taste bitter or anything. So now at this point, you're just going to add 2 tablespoons of the ginger garlic paste. So make sure they're like heap full. So like this. That's 1. That's 2. So now you're going to cook the ginger garlic paste for like 2 to 3 minutes. This won't take long. All that we are waiting here to do is make sure the raw edge of the garlic has been cooked off before we add anything else. Once the ginger garlic paste has dissolved, next you will add the 4.5 pounds of tomatoes. Again, this will basically cook down to nothing. And you're also going to add the spices. So again, that's 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of coriander powder. So you're just gonna put that all in. Make sure it's all in and give it a good mix. You're just going to cook this till the tomatoes have cooked down, and again the juice from the tomatoes has been evaporated, and I'll show you what that looks like once we get there. So now I'm just going to cover it. So basically this is what it's going to look like once all the water has been evaporated. You can see there is no water left. It's the other way you can tell is basically once the oil starts pooling on the sides of the pot, you'll know that it's pretty close to being done. So here's the 12.5 pounds of onions and tomatoes in total. It makes about 8 cups. So this is 7 and this is 1 cup. You can now put it in the fridge, or you can cook with it right away. It doesn't need to sit around, or you can freeze it. It freezes really well for a few months, in case you don't cook often. Anyway, stay tuned for my next video, and I'll be showing you how to use this paste to make a spinach, leeks, and potato dish. Thank you for watching, and again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell to be notified of my next video. Bye for now, stay safe and take care.